Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Madhava Punya Vihari Jaya Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yamuna Tira Vanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Jaya Radha Jaya Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Kacharya Stutta Shaktasha Srimad His Divine Grace Bhai Charavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON and BBT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Srila Prabhupada Ji Ki Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Gaur Pramanande. All glories to Assembly Devotees. All glories to Assembly Devotees. All glories to Assembly Devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudhirayet Nashtapresha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Shringvatam Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Ridyantastohya Bhadarani Vidunod Suritsatam Krishna Swadhamupagate Dharma Gyanadi Saha Kalona Sadrishamesha Puranarkanudoditaha Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Okay, continue reading, studying the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 23, Introduction. The title of this chapter is the Shishumara Planetary Systems. Okay, Introduction, Chapter 23. First summary by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. In the 23rd chapter, Dhruvaloka and the zodiac belt in the form of a dolphin are described because Shishumara means dolphin. This Dhruvaloka is 3,900,000 yojanas above the earth, very, very far away. Samakala Yugbihi means together at the same time in the form of the constellations. This is a title for this chapter given by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, that is the form of the dolphin. This is introduction by Srila Prabhupada. This chapter describes how all the planetary systems take shelter of the pole star Dhruvaloka. It also describes the totality of these planetary systems to be Shishumara, another expansion of the external body of the Supreme Person of Godhead. This is a very interesting point because if the cosmology, Vedic, if cosmology is very, very difficult to understand, like to me, one point, if you understand it, you understand it all. If you understand that all things came from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if you understand that everything came from Vishnu, you understand all. Yes, this is the base of the cosmology, it's the base of the Sankhya, Yoga, philosophy, etc. Dhruvaloka, the abode of Lord Vishnu within this universe, is situated 1,300,000 yojanas from the 7 stars, the 7 stars of the sages. In the planetary systems of Dhruvaloka are the planets of the fire god Indra, Prajapati, Kashyapa Muni, and Dharma, all of whom are very respectful to the great devotee Dhruva, who lives on the polar star, like bulls yoked to a central pivot. All the planetary systems revolve around Dhruvaloka, impelled by the eternal time. Those who worship the Virat Purusha, the universal form of the Lord, conceive of this entire rotating system of planets and an animal known as Shishumara, a dolphin. This imaginary Shishumara, like the Virat Purusha, is also imaginary in the sense that they don't have a Vratirupa in the Vaikuntha planets. In this sense, this imaginary Shishumara is another form of the Lord. The head of the Shishumara form is downward, and its body appears like that of a coiled snake. On the end of its tails is Dhruvaloka. On the body of the tail are Prajapati, Agni, Indra, and Dharma. And on the root of the tail are Datta and Vidhata. On its waist are the 7 great sages. The entire body of the Shishumara faces toward its right and appears like a coil of stars. On the right side of this coil are the 14 prominent stars from Abhijit to Purnavasu, the nakshatras. And on the left side are the 14 prominent stars from Pushya to Uttarashada. The stars known as Punarvasu and Pushya are on the right and left hips on the Shishumara, and the stars known as Ardra and Ashlesha are on the right and left feet of the Shishumara. Other stars are also fixed on different sides of the Shishumara planetary system according to the calculations of Vedic astronomers. To concentrate their minds, yogis worship the Shishumara planetary system, which is technically known as as the Kundalini chakra. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmritanjana Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitan Jena Bhutare Swayam Pakadamahyam Dadat Svapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Dvaita Gadadhar Srivas Adhikora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. So this was the introduction of the chapter 23. In this 50th canto, we can absorb the description of the universe, the Brahmanda. So, thank you so much for coming for the Srimad Bhagavatam lecture. Hare Krishna. So, we can do our recapping the content covered so far at this moment. In the chapter 21, Shukadeva Goswami described the movements of the sun, Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, the solstices of summer, solstices of winter, equinoxes, and how the 12 signs are the expansions of the sun. In chapter 22, what describes the grahas, the planets, in his orbits, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, stars, and the mentioned Dhruvaloka. Also, at the end of the chapter 22, it was mentioned how the stars, nakshatras, of the seven sages revolve around Dhruvaloka. So this image in left side is from Bhanu Swami. I got it from his PowerPoint. And this shows the Shishumara planetary system. In Anand Bhagavatam is considered the Shishumara planetary system like the Milky Way. So 1,300,000 yojanas, 10,400,000 miles above the planets of the seven sages is the place that learned scholars describe as the abode of Lord Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, resides in the pole star in the Dhruvaloka. He's a neighbor of Dhruva. There, the son of Maharaj Uttanapada, the great devotee Maharaj Dhruva, is the first verse of the chapter 23. Kashyapa, Atri, Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamagni, that are great sages, great brahmanas, and Bharadwaja, the seven stars are seen every night, and they each make a complete orbit around the pole star within 24 hours. Yes, like we can see on this image on the left side. Okay, this is a model of the universe for which I situated. So here, you are here, yes. This is the Earth planet. This is knowledge by Burlock. The Jambudvipa, Bharatavarsha, is situated here. Above, you can read here, Bhuvarloka. This is very interesting because this is the place of the Rakshasas and ghosts. And the sun are in the middle of these two planetary systems, yes. The sun are around here. Moon is abode of the sun in this place, yes, Swarga, Om Bhur Bhuva Swa. So here is the moon. After the moon, we have the grahas, the planets like Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, etc. And the Shishumara planetary system stay here, down of the Satyaloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, that here is the tail of the dolphin, the Shishumara, animal Shishumara. So not is complete, it is graphic, but it's very nice illustrated. This was made by Bhanu Swami. This is show more interesting. Yes, here Dhruvaloka. Here the distance from the seven sages, the Saptarishi stars, and here are the grahas, yes, the planets. Here the moon. Under the moon we have the sun, and here are us. Some interesting facts from this chapter. Established by the supreme will of the Supreme Person of Godhead, the pole star, which is the planet of Dhruv Maharaj, constantly shines as the central pivot for all the stars and planets. This is very interesting because the pole star stay on the tail. This dolphin have the nose, the head under, and the tail stay on top and up. And on the tail, the base of the tail stay Dhruvaloka. Above have the Janaloka, Mahaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka, the planet of Lord Brahma. And all the planetary systems like moon, sun, go around in a rotate movement around the Dhruvaloka, like said in this verse, second verse of this chapter. Fastened by the Supreme Person of Godhead, if you understand this, that all this happens by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, Lord Vishnu, you understand all. Supreme Person of Godhead to the machine of material nature, yes, Yantarudhani Maya, yeah? Not only our body is a machine, but the universe is a machine also. Difference that universe is a macrocosmos and our body is a micro, small cosmos. According to the results of the fruitivity. This is very interesting because the karma law not rule only our body, but the planets and the whole universe. They are driving around the pole star by the wind, and will continue to be so until the end of creation. This is very interesting because, so if I'm not wrong, Albert Einstein spoke about the gravity force of gravity. Gravity, for the English speaking, force of gravity or gravity force? Okay, anyway. So this can substitute to discoveries of Isaac Newton. And according to gravity force, one big planet, one big body attracted another small bodies for the center. They speak that the moon is a satellite that go around of the earth because of the force of gravity. But the Bhagavatam not speak about the force of gravity. Bhagavatam speak about this. They are driving around the pole star by the wind and will continue to be so until the end of creation. So, like the airplane have thousands of kilos inside it, go and up because the wind and the model of the wing of the airplane. The wing go, and this put the airplane to up. And these big eagles, these big hawks, stay stopped in the air only because the air influence. So the Bhagavatam spoke about this air influence in the plants also, not about the force of the gravity. But in Bhagavad Gita also speak about the Ananta Shesha. That Ananta Shesha, that expansion of Lord Balarama, sustaining the planets in his respective orbits. These planets, these planets float in the air within the vast sky, just as clouds. Yes, the clouds have a thousand of kilos of water, but how stay floating in the air? These planets float in the air within the vast sky, just as clouds within hundreds of tons of water float in the air, or as the great Shena eagle, yes, like a eagle, yes, a hawk, as a big bird, yes, because these days stay stopped in the air. This is a verse, yes, not is only a Prabhupada purport. This is a verse 3 of the chapter. Like Bhuva, Swa, Bhuloka, Bhuvaloka, the residence of the ghosts, and Swarga, Shishumara is a planetary system. Yes, because this, the scientists call it of Milky Way. Persons who offer respect 3 times a day to this form and remember this form of the Lord, which is composed of the planets, Viratirupa or Vishwarupa, constellations and stars, and which destroys all sins. Yes, have a class of yogis that meditate in the Shishumara planetary system. Yes, like have a kind of yogis that meditate in the Viratirupa, but Viratirupa is an imaginary form because you don't have in the Vaikuntha planets. So the yogis that meditate in Shishumara, in Viratirupa, in the maximum go to the Brahmajyoti, yes, because this is a meditation, an impersonal meditation, because God, the Absolute Truth, have a form. Who is God? God is Vishnu or Krishna. So if you want to go to the planet of God, if you want connection, if you want to reside with God, you need to meditate, you need to be mantras, etc. to God. And who is God? God is Krishna or Vishnu. Don't have another opinion. Even the great saints, Christian saints, that did great austerities, etc., in the book of Shivarama Swami, the book that speaks about Bhakti, I forget his name. But Shivarama Swami point also that even the great Catholic saints go to the Brahmajyoti because don't have a Jesus planet in Vaikuntha Lokas also. Just as some yogis meditate on the imaginary form of Virat Purusha or Viratirupa, since it's not an internal form in Vaikuntha planets, some yogis also meditate daily on this form of the Shishumara planet system. So this is the form of the dolphin, yes, the planetary Shishumara planet system. This form of the Shishumara has its head downward and its body coiled. On the end of its tail is the planet of Dhruva. On the body of its tail are the planets of the demigods Prajapati, Agni, Indra, and Dharma. I suppose that Yamaraj reside here in the Shishumara system. Yes, Dharmaraj Yamaraj, yes, he reside here. He's your house. But when Yamaraj punished the people's heavy karma, he punished in Pitruloka that is situated in the Patalas, in the lower region, in the hell planets. Agni, the Dharma, and the base of its tail are the planets of the demigods Datta and Vidhata, where the hips might be one the Shishmara are the 7 century sages. Like Vashista and Angira Muni, the coiled body of the Shishmara chakra turns toward its right side, on which the 14 constellations from Abhijit to Punarvasu are located. So, have 27 stars, nakshatra, we can see on the sky in the night. And like the agras, like the planets, Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter influenced our karma, these stars influence our karma also. In Jyotish, in Vedic astrology, nakshatra is very important to understand our disposition, our mind, our nature, and our future also, our karma. On its left side are the 14 stars from Pushya to Uttarashada. So Krishna born in the Rohini nakshatra, Rohini star. That's a very auspicious. But have stars that are not so auspicious, like Saturn, like Rahu, like Mars, etc. Thus, its body is balanced because its sides are occupied by an equal number of stars. On the back of the Shishmara is the group of stars known as Ajavit, and on its abdomen and the belly is the Ganges that flows in the sky and the Milky Way. Look, this is the verse. In the verse, I point also Milky Way like the Shishmara planet system. So the Ganges is very special because the Ganges coming from the Vaikuntha planets, the Karana Dakshai, Karana ocean, and the tool of Vamanadeva make a hole on the structure of the universe, and this water came from the Karana ocean, and the Ganges passed on the Swarga, on the Shishumara planet system. The Ganges passed in the Bhuloka, yeah, everybody knows the Ganges, and the Ganges go flowing in the hellish planets also. In the celestial planets, Ganges is known as, how is the name of the Ganges before of, because we have the Ganges start in the base of Himalayas. The Ganges are 2 rivers. One is the Bhagirathi, and another is Alakananda, yes. How is very important an intellectual and a centric person, yes. So, in the celestial planets, Ganges is now like Alakananda, here in our planet, Ganges is known like Ganges. In the Harsh planet, Ganges is the... Remember the name of the Ganges in the Harsh planets? Mandaki. Anyway. But the importance of the Ganges for the whole universe, and how, by the mercy of Vamaradeva, sorry, this is not what was programmed. Sorry. By the mercy of Vamaradeva, by the mercy of Karnadar Shai Vishnu, the Ganges flowing in the whole universe and sanctify all persons. Sai daí. So, this is a numbers, very interesting, gave by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his last purport for this chapter 23, and he gave numbers of distance for the whole universe. Prabhupada reproduced these numbers in his purport in Srimad Bhagavatam. I will not read this, because I have a graphic, but I'm so sorry, but it's the best that the ChatGPT can do for free. my opinion in the ChatGPT is free, as I not pay, so generally not is the best. But we can see, yes. Here, Vaikuntha planets. Here in the middle, we have the Viraja River. We have the 7 levels of earth, fire, water, and one level is 10 times more big than the previous. So here is the Brahmanda, the universe, Satyaloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka. Here is correct, here is Dhruvaloka. Yes, the planet of Dhruva. In residence, the Dhruva is neighbor of Kshirodakshayi Vishnu. Above we have the Saptarishi. After we have the Grahas, the plants, yes. Here, Bhuvarloka, the residence of ghosts, Rakshasas, Pretas. And we are here, Bhuloka, earth planets, and after we have the more 7 levels, 7 dimensions of the Patalas, the hellish planets. We have the Sheshanaga and Kurmadeva sustain all this. Happy Kurmadeva not are in the picture. So, Dhruvaloka is the owner and the ruler of Pole Star. So we have a little time, and we can heard a little about Dhruva Maharaj, because when started the 4th canto, we have many lessons, instructions for we advanced in bhakti. And in the beginning of the 4th canto, we have one of the most important lessons about bhakti for who want to advance. That is Vaishnava Parada. And this lesson about Vaishnava Parada are in the Daksha Yagya, in the Daksha in Lord Shiva. Lord Daksha offended Lord Shiva and commit a great Vaishnava Parada. We have a specified instruction about Vaishnava Parada. And with Dhruva we have, in the lesson of Dhruva, we have an important instruction about determination. Determination is very, very important for one who wants to escape of this material world. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with his associates like Ramananda Roy, Swarupa Damodar, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he discussed intimate topics about Krishna. The Krishna Karnamrita from Bilvamangala Thakura, the book of the devotee from Mayapur, but his previous Lord Chaitanya, Krishna Karnamrita. Yeah, who is Jayadeva? Jayadeva. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussed these more intimate topics, and other poets also. But in public, Lord Chaitanya explained about Dhruva Lila and Prahlada Lila, because we can understand the character and what the devotee need developed to get Krishna. Yes. No, I mean, back. Yes. Padantri bhuvanot krishnam jigisho sadhuvatmame bruhismat pitribi brahman anyairapi anadishtitan. All learned Brahman. I want to occupy a position more exalted than any yet achieved within the two worlds by anyone, even by my father and grandfather. If you will oblige, kindly advise me of an honest path to follow, by which I can achieve the goal of my life. So here, Dhruva Maharaj, talk with your guru, yes, Narada Muni, and Dhruva Maharaj are in the genealogical tree of Swayambhuva Manu. He's a very, very powerful. And he's a son of Uttanapada, and he has a brother, Uttama. And one time, the father, Uttanapada, was in the throne with Uttama on the leg. And Dhruva tried up on the leg of Uttanapada, the father. But the main wife, Suruchi, came and said, you cannot go in there. If you want to stay in there, you need a born from my womb. So Dhruva Maharaj is a kshatriya. He stay very, very angry and go to the forest. Because your mother, Suruchi, advised him, if you want to increase, if you want to improve, if you want to success, go to the forest and to found Lord Vishnu, to the Lord. One interesting point is Dhruva Maharaj is very near of us, because Dhruva Maharaj started the devotional service with desires in Karma Yoga. He is not a pure devotee since of the beginning. He is not a Kama Bhakta. He is a Sakama Bhakta. But Dhruva Maharaj, in deep conception, we understand that not is only a description of the pastimes of Dhruva, but it is a glorification of Lord Vishnu. Because even with the material desires, with the impure heart, if you approach of Lord, the Lord accepts your desires, but purify your heart. So how Krishna is merciful, yes? Dhruva Lila is a great glorification of the merciful of the Lord. Because this Dhruva wants a big kingdom, yes? Even by my father and grandfather. The grandfather was Swayambhuva Manu, that is a Manu, yes, is an emperor of the the universe, one of the rulers of the universe. Dhruva's initiation. This is verse 53 and 54. O son of the king, now I shall speak unto you the mantra which is to be chanted with this process of meditation. Yeah, the practice of Dhruva was Ashtanga Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Satya Yoga. One who carefully chants this mantra for 7 nights can see the perfect human beings flying in the sky. What is the mantra? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is the verse. This is the 12-syllable mantra for worshiping Lord Krishna. One should install the physical forms of the Lord. And with the chanting of the mantra, one should offer flowers and fruits and other varieties of foodstuffs. Yeah, this is nice. Exactly according to the rules and regulations prescribed by the authorities. But this should be done in consideration of place, time, and attendant conveniences and inconveniences. Yes, with good sense. Jai Shri Jagannatha Shivadeva Shrimati Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaura Nitai Ki Jai. Yeah, by the 7 nights, I think it was 6 months, the Dhruva can see the Lord face to face. One interesting point, because one interesting point is our Srimad Bhagavatam starts with this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jamadhyasayata vaya ditarata sharteshvabhiya sarati. So this verse is very, very interesting. The succession discipleship, our succession spoke that is Vasudeva, Vyasadeva in the first person that spoken the Mangalacharan, these first 3 verses. And the initiation with this verse, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, here is very clear the subject, the theme of this Purana. What is the subject? What is the content of this Purana? Krishna. Many other Puranas in Sattva-guna, these Mahapuranas, speak about Lord Vishnu, the Sattvic Puranas, but this Bhagavad Purana is special because he can explain about Lord Sri Krishna, Vasudevaya, son of Vasudeva. As the austerities of Dhruva Maharaj. Everybody knows Portuguese here. Yeah. This is very interesting. Because Dhruva Maharaj, yes, the picture from the age, from time. So, thinking, Dhruva Maharaj was a boy, 5 years old, 7 years old. What did the boys in this age doing? Yes, play, yes. They play with another boys. But it's natural. There's no such things in this age. It's important to formation. So he abandoned the home, yes, the protection of the father, the protection of mother, and go to the forest. This is a very very nice test if you have a connection with Paramatma. Because you stay alone in the forest, you need to have a great connection with Paramatma. If no, you will feel fear. Because the forest have snakes, have scorpions, another not so good animals. And he go alone and stay. and did this kind of austerity that we will read now. For we understand the determination, the force of decision of Dhruva Maharaj. For the first month, Dhruva Maharaj ate only fruits and berries on every third day, only to keep his body and soul together. And in this way, he progressed in his worship of the Supreme Person of Godhead. Verse 72. I think that this is chapter 8 or 9, fourth canto. Sorry by this. In the second month, Dhruva Maharaj ate only every 6 days. And for his eatables, he took dry grass and leaves. Thus, he continued his worship. In the third month, he drank water only every 90 days. Thus, they remained completely in trance and worshipped the Supreme Person of Godhead, who is adored by select verses. Yeah, he adored the Prishnagarbha, this form of Vishnu, that will show to him after. Yeah, this is a picture of Dhruva Maharaj. In the fourth month, Dhruva Maharaj became a complete master of the breathing exercise. If you dominate the breathing, you can stop the breathing. A yogi can be in the grave, covered by earth, dig the grave. And he can stay, sorry by English, he can stay under the ocean or under the lake because he stopped the breathing. And if you stop the breathing, you can stand your life duration, yeah? Because the yogis can live 200, 300, 700 years. And thus he inhaled air only every 12th day. In this way, he became completely fixed in his position and worshipped the Supreme Person of our Godhead. This is determination. By the 5th month, Maharaj Dhruva, the son of the king, and this is a very interesting point because he could see God in 6 months. Many of yogis and bhaktas practice for lives, many lives. But he could see God in 6 months. This is awesome. The son of the king had controlled his breathing so perfect that he was able to stand on only one leg, like a Trimuni. This is one of the most difficult positions in Ashtanga Yoga, just as a column stands, like a Trimuni, without motion, and concentrated his mind fully on the Parabrahman. Yeah, not in Brahman, Parabrahman, Lord Vishnu. Dhruva fixes his consciousness on God. Chapter 8, verses 7, 9, 8. As Dhruva Maharaj, the king's son, kept himself steadily stand one leg, the pressure of his big toe pushed down half the earth. Just as an elephant being carried on both rocks the boat left and right with his every step. When Dhruva Maharaj became practically one in heaviness with Lord Vishnu, the total consciousness, due to his fully concentrating and his closing all the holes of the body, the total universal breathing become shocked up. The whole universe stay without air. Yes, the demigods, the human beings, all beings cannot breathe anymore because don't have air. The total universe breathing become shocked up, and all the great demigods and all the planetary systems felt suffocated and thus took shelter of the Supreme Person of Godhead. Now go to Dhruva Loka, go to the Kshirodakshayi Vishnu residence in the Milky Ocean to pray to Lord. This is the Sanskrit. So after this, in a moment, Dhruva was meditating in Vishnu. After demigods go to Kshirodakshayi Vishnu, and Prishnagarbha appeared to Dhruva. Yes, Dhruva are meditate, but the form of Vishnu disappeared of his mind, and he opened the eyes, and Prishnagarbha is in front of him. This is so emotional, so special, so special. This history is so amazing in material point of view, but these histories are transcendental. This purify our mind. It's so special. How could Dhruva possibly have accomplished all of this? So this is a wonderful pastime and demonstrate the merciful of Lord Vishnu, because he wanted a kingdom superior of the grandfather, but Lord Vishnu will give it to him something too much superior. And we have a famous phrase, not from Bhagavata Purana, from Bhakti Subodhini Shastras, if I not understand, that Dhruva Maharaj wanted broken glass and Vishnu gave diamonds to him. This is the nature of Bhakti. This show how Lord Vishnu is so merciful. Yes, the Dhruva Lila is a great glorification to Bhakti, to Dhruva Maharaj, but is a great glorification to Vishnu's merciful. How Krishna is merciful. It's inconceivable, yes? Like when Vidura talking with the Krishna's ministry, Uddhava talking with Vidura, Uddhava in total ecstasy, in total absorption with Krishna, explain about the Putana. Putana wanted to kill Krishna, but what Krishna did? Krishna transformed Putana in his mother. Yes, this is the mercy of this person that we want, Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada aqui. So this is the end, my only friend. So if one of you have a commentary. Commentary, yes. Question.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Maybe you could share with Gauranga Prabhu the kitchen, the diet from Dhruva Maharaj for the next half of the year.
Okay. So today we have Namasevana, and Tuesday is Guru Purnima, our New Year. Yes, Happy New Year for you also. Today is Dwadashi. Today is disappearance day of Madhavendra Puri, if I'm not wrong, because today is Shantipur. Today is a very special day for devotees in Mayapur, because devotees go to Shantipur. In one time, once Advaita Acharya make a great festival in honor of Madhavendra Puri, I think for his Tirubhava. And many devotees, many people came. And it's described that who take prasada in this day is guaranteed the liberation. And this is a festival so amazing because the devotees go and make service, yes, distributing prasada for the Dhamvasis. And these more 5,000 people came to eat prasada. I love this festival. Guru Maharaj always participates also. And it's so amazing because people came and came and came and came and came. And the Boga go. But always have the sufficient, have enough for all participants. It's an amazing festival, yeah, who participate of this festival of Madhavendra Puri, the Advaita Acharya in Shantipur is an amazing festival. In the past, Guru Maharaj, before the stroke, in the tomorrow or after tomorrow, he was to Katwa, because it is the place that Lord Chaitanya took sannyas with the Bharati Maharaj, and after Gaura Purnima. It's a very, very special time in Mayapur, this time. Okay? Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki Gaur Premanande Premarupa Prabhu ki Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki.
Крутится для Кришны. Fine, good.
You just came?
No, I came 5 minutes ago, so you can proceed with your cleaning or things.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Udah sini, kak kemana? Udah mau